So we've had a lot of exchanges with the FIA and F1 on the return to racing, and those are still very much ongoing at the moment as we iron out the finer details. We have throughout the year probably 5 or 6 what we call sporting working group meetings, which is the people at my level, the sporting directors, all meeting together, and generally we're discussing changes to the regulations and how we can make things better and can we make the competition more exciting and that sort of thing. We spent the last 2 months just talking about COVID-19 really, and how we can get back to racing safely and that sort of thing. So there's been a little bit of sporting, and it's quite a nice break to talk about the sporting a little, but we all realise at the moment that getting these cars back on track in the safest way possible is the priority at the moment, so most of our effort is focused on that. So my role at the moment is very different to what it normally is. Because we haven't been racing for a long time, there hasn't been that side of things to do, any of the racing side or preparation, so we're now starting that. As I say, most of it is around COVID preparations and ensuring everyone is safe, getting the crew tested ahead of the event for COVID and looking at the various protocols and codes of conduct that will be in place to enable us to race safely, and making sure that we respect those. And at the same time working closely with our colleagues in France who are on the engine side, keeping them informed and exchanging ideas with them on how we can all be safe together. I think the biggest challenges in the garages and the paddocks, certainly for us, is really working safely and knowing what to do in the event that something does go wrong, someone does fall ill, and trying to contain that. And that's going to be the thing to do. What we hope is that if, and God forbid it doesn't happen, but if it does happen, that we can identify quickly who that person's been in close contact with. We can test all those people quickly and hopefully get them back to work. That is a big challenge, and that's something we're continually working on at the moment. So what we're doing as a team to make sure everything's safe is we will be issuing people with guidelines, we will be issuing people with protective equipment, we will try and keep people isolated in various groups to limit the spread of any potential outbreaks. The main thing we're doing and the real fundamental thing that makes this what we believe safe is we're testing everyone, and we will not take anyone out of the country or to a race that hasn't tested negative for COVID-19. So we start off with a clean pool of people. That's the big I think the main thing that's going to let us go racing again. Austria for us has not been a super happy hunting ground, it's fair to say. We do have a little advantage with our race drivers in our 2018 car, which is permitted by the regulations. So that's good, and that went very well. Both drivers did, I think, more than a race distance each in the day. I think, in fact, Esteban did nearly 500 kilometres. So we had a couple of very productive days there. We are very confident this year's car will perform a lot better than it has. So I think we're just optimistic to go racing. What I'm most looking forward to is everything about getting back to the track. Honestly, it's been tough to after racing for many years to suddenly have that taken away has been very strange. So getting back to the circuit with the sights and sounds and smells of everything, and looking at the stopwatch again and seeing how well we're doing, and having all that build up through the weekend to the race is. There's nothing quite like it, so I'm really looking forward to that.